Hi everybody, it's Seperate from findyourdivinity.com. Today I thought I'd switch it up. Instead of doing more like informational stuff, I thought I'd just do a reading for the month. A lot of us are at some weird places right now, and I think that where you are right now kind of is being dictated by how much work you've been doing this year. So for those of us who have been doing a lot of work, you may find that you are at a place where you're kind of questioning the people around you, and you're kind of questioning your environment, and this is not new. You've been doing this a lot this year. But for those of us who are still kind of just waking up a little bit, and we're starting to look around and starting to wonder about the quality of the people that we keep in our, in our folds and in our care, it's really a time for introspection. So I thought that we could just do a little tarot reading here. So one of the things that I like to do each month, this is a part of my personal practice, and maybe you guys, if you're tarot readers or if you enjoy doing this as well, you can give this one a try. At least once a month, I like to just ask my cards kind of what's coming up for the next month. So I've got my cards here. This is one of my favorite decks. This is a Psychic Oracle by John Holland. And it's a really great deck for people who are especially beginners because it comes with some keywords. And I like to use this deck because it's easy not only for me to read, but it's easy for people who are watching this to kind of read and get an idea, form some intuitions too. So the first one that we get is Trapped in Fear. That would be that way, Trapped in Fear. There's this card, but it comes to us in reverse. And what we're talking about at the beginning of this is really, and we're talking about not October specifically, but from now for the next 30 days, because that's what I've asked, okay? We're being released from fear. So a lot of you who have secrets, a lot of you who are not necessarily as forward with yourself and your life are coming out. You're speaking your truths, and you are releasing yourself from the fear of judgment. You're just throwing it out there, and here it is. This is my truth, okay? Releasing that fear is so important for us, everybody. Anybody who's on a path to healing, and we all should be. Anybody who's on a path to healing and health really has to address that fear element. So whatever it is that's giving you anxiety, if you haven't already addressed it, that's an indication that now's the time to. And if you feel like, well, fuck, Seperate, everything gives me anxiety, then make a list. Figure out what gives you anxiety, figure out what you can cut out, and at least reduce it, okay? Stress plays such a huge part and portion of our health, of our well-being, of our spiritual well-being especially. It's really important that we're addressing the things that are stressing us out, okay? So Trapped in Fear. If you've got something to say, now's the time to say it. And the next card that we're going to receive is Victory and Success. So this card, can you see that? Victory and Success. Yes, this one heralds to our victory, okay? You're gonna find that things become a lot more peaceful. You have a lot less anxiety. Things are going better when you start actively addressing the things that are giving you fear, okay? It's not always easy to come out with our truths. It's not always easy to embody ourselves to the truest self that we can currently create. It's not always easy to cut away people. It's not always easy to bring people in, okay? Just as much as some people may be denying contact right now, other people are absolutely hungering for it. And it can be just as difficult to push people away as it can be to get people to come to you. So if you're feeling this, okay, really make sure that you're working on that anxiety. Again, Trapped in Fear. Get rid of that fear, and you're going to start manifesting more positive things, okay? So this can apply to all areas of your life. If your job is stressing you out and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to work this many hours this week. I don't know how I'm going to go in and deal with this person this week. Then you need to deal with your job, okay? There are people out there. Oh, here we go. Boom. Was waiting for it. Fell on me. There are people out there who, they take a lot of medication, and there are people out there who need medication, and if you're one of them, no judgment from me at all. But There are a lot of people out there who don't necessarily need medication, and they use it as a stopgap measure to prevent them from having to actively address the things in their lives that are making them feel this way, okay? If you work a job that you fucking hate, you need to find a new job, all right? If you hate working and you hate having a job, maybe consider making your own business. If you're the kind of person who's like, oh, I hate working and I'm not gonna really do that much else either, well, you need a job, because a business definitely is a lot to take care of, and it's a labor of love no matter what it is that you're doing. But find something that you like better, okay? Don't stay in these positions. Don't stay where people can abuse you. Don't stay where people undervalue you. Stop, look, and listen. If this is for you, you're gonna feel it. If these people are against you, if your job is draining you, if you hate your freaking life because you can't stand your job or your home or your environment, get out. Cut it out, okay? Find a way out. Find a way into something better, because I can promise you that no matter how much everybody says that they need you and that, oh, we just couldn't do this work without you, no matter what they say about that, they can. They did it before you. They'll do it without you. And if it's making you sick, you've got to do something. You are more valuable than any paycheck anybody could write you, and I'm telling you that your health is number one. They don't tell us in this country how stress affects our bodies, and they don't do that for a reason, because this entire system is built to stress you the fuck out. When you're stressed, your brain is literally not thinking straight. And when you do this chronically, we call it mental fatigue, confusion, exhaustion, right? Everybody's got that shit. Why? Because this entire system is built to do that to you. If your job is making you sick, leave it. So, that message aside, let's see what the other messages were. First card appears to us, and it's upside down. The rest of them appeared face up to me. Stop suffering in silence. God damn. I'm sorry, I just get so heated about this because I feel so passionately. I know what it is to work a stressful job. I know what it is to be the number one for everybody. I know what it is to work crazy hours, get low pay, no appreciation, and constant struggle. I know what it is to be afraid of my phone, damn it. And if you guys are living in that, I implore you, please, stop suffering in silence. Stop just feeling like shit all the time. When we go back to, can you push people away? Can you draw people to you? Whatever it is that's going on, you need to speak your truth. That's what this reading has been about, right? Releasing your fear, speaking your truth. And when you do that, you're bringing positivity into you, right? You're bringing the things that you want, things that are at least better than what's going on now. So many of us are trapped up in anxiety, and it's because we feel like our hands are tied. You know, that Eight of Swords where she's bound and there's all these swords around her and she's got the blindfold on. The fact of the matter is that if she were to just walk one way or the other, or turn around, or, you know, even kind of peep up the blindfold and take a look around her, she'd be able to see that there are lots of options and that she's not indeed bound. We have to do that, okay? The waiting game. This is not an immediate thing. This is not a thing that's going to happen for you instantaneously. This is not a thing that's going to be like, poof, okay, I did that and great, everything's wonderful. It's a path. This is all a journey. We talk about how we walk a spiritual path and how our paths are our own, and that's what that literally means, okay? We don't just do one thing and then all of a sudden our lives are fixed. It's a series of choices, a series of decisions. You have to make some, and then take a step back and look and see, okay? What's working, what's not, what do I need to change, all right? Movement, choices, decisions. You have to make those moves. You have to. You can't just continue to sit idly by looking at the things that aren't for you, don't feed you, make you sick, make you feel like hell, and just keep dealing with them because, oh, well, that's my job, or, oh, well, that's just how it goes, okay? Everybody can make some steps to make some positive changes in their lives. And if you were sitting here like, Seperate, yeah, that sounds fine, but I can't change anything in my life because blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. All right, add something positive in, right? It doesn't have to be crazy hard. You don't have to go become a monk in a monastery to get your head clear. You just have to be doing some things for yourself. Actively begin addressing the things that are stressing you out, okay? If it's a person and you're like, oh, I don't want to unfriend them, maybe I'll unfollow them, mute them, don't look at them for a while. Take this month for yourself. See how your life changes when you're not constantly being notified that other people have opinions, you know? Like, just make some changes. If your boss is an asshole, we'll go back to the job thing. If you got problems at work, make some changes. Oh, well, I can't leave my job because I have to blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, is there a way that you can get a different schedule? Or is there a way that you can work under someone different? Could you be actually filing reports? A lot of my clients are being harassed at work. Start pushing buttons. Start pushing people around. Start making changes. Because you'll find when you begin to establish and reestablish those boundaries, things will change. Your experience will change. Your life will change. And if that's what you want, if you're not happy with the way that your life is right now, you've got to make some changes. Okay? Movement, choices, decisions. The final card is absolutely perfect, and I'm very happy that it showed up because I think that it's a solid confirmation for anybody out there who's still feeling a little unsure. Yeah, Seperate, I know that you're telling the truth, and I know that we really need, I just got to do something about this or that or that. Don't worry, babe. Triumph. You're going to make it. It's going to be okay. This too shall pass, as they say. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, send them below. If you're interested in a reading, let me know. If you're interested in questions about tarot, shoot me an email and I'll be happy to answer. If your question comes up and I think that it's valuable, maybe I'll do a video on it. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.